Hi, everyone. Welcome to Coded Within Us. My name is Debbie Joe, and we are going to go over something today that I find very intriguing and has taken me down a road and a path that I'm super honored to go down. How do we use numbers to unlock what is coded within us? So, welcome to the channel. We hope that you would hit like and subscribe to grow our baby channel into something, and we would greatly appreciate it. So how do we use numbers? Where do we find our numbers? And what does that do for us in this walk that we are having, and what coded within us means? So coded within us is numerology. We have a certain number, and when we came into this world, we have a name and we have a birthday, and it aligns astrologically with what is going on and why we are here and incarnated at the time we decided to incarnate. So, through this walk, I'm just going to be real honest and transparent. I channel Octurians, and it is a collective of Octurians. And depending on what the question is that I am channeling, brings forth information. So, I was in a walk of understanding why were I am affirmations not working for me. And it brought me to numerology and the numbers and coded within us. So that is where coded within us was really truly created, was from a channeling of entities that are in my life and I resonate deeply with. So how does this work? Well, first we are going to share a website that you can go to find your own numerological numbers. And I'm starting with this because when we move into what the book that we are writing, being channeled through the Octurian Collective, is and what it is about and how we use those numbers in unlocking the codes within us, this will give explanation. So this is a precursor to what's to come. So seventhlifepath.com is a free website where you can put in your name or your birth date, and it gives you an understanding of the numerology. There is no association with this, and I believe in things being free and accessible to the public. So we are going to go into what angel numbers are, as this is what they call them. I call them something different, but we won't get into that until the book is out. So what are these numbers? So we all see numbers, whether it's 111 or 222 and so on and so on. Why do they represent something, and what is the universe really trying to tell us? What is being reflected back to us within this mirror that we are putting out? We are mirrors of our creation and our reality. So we're constantly always evolving and creating. We kind of get this, but how does it work? Like I said a second ago, I am information or affirmations didn't jive with my brain. I'm very analytical. I'm very creative and just nurturing in the whole sense. And we'll get into that in the end of this video. So we have a conscious, and we have a subconscious, and we have a higher conscious or a super conscious that's been recently brought into my understanding through a very, very cool individual. So how does that work? Well, I'm going to give you a brief description so you can understand what cognitive dissonance is, because it's super important. Cognitive dissonance is if you've got one thing over here and you've got another thing over here. Like, for instance, an I am affirmation, you write down, I am wealthy. And your bank account shows negative $79. So you're writing an affirmation of saying, I am wealthy, and that's your frontal part of your brain saying, I'm writing that down, I'm bringing that into the reality, I'm bringing that down from the ether, and I'm going to try to align with that. Our subconscious, our truth brain, or the stories that we have stored to believe that we are or not something, then kicks in and says, goodness, no, you're not. You've got negative $79 in your bank account. So the I am affirmation then creates cognitive dissonance because you're trying to believe in one thing and your truth of understanding in your subconscious is aligning to you've got negative $79. And how do you bring in something? You've got to bring in something and embody it within sight, sound, emotion, and thought. Like you have to truly embody that to try to align with that. Cause and effect, right? Well, that didn't really work for me because I could envision and do and do and do, and I would work harder and I would do more. And I had these misconceived beliefs held within my subconscious. So, of course, I, on this path, have changed how I see things, which I've always done. And it started bringing me back around to numerology and the understanding. So I see numerology as coding within our brains because our brains are computers to me. Enough of that now. We're going to go into just a brief example of what I believe are, what starts unlocking the understanding. So we've seen angel number 111. So angel number 111, this number is often associated with new beginnings, intuition, and spiritual awakening. It's also a reminder to stay positive and focus on your thoughts and beliefs as they have the power to manifest. We're just going to run through these real quick. I don't want to keep this as a really long video. So this is the first sequencing that a lot of people start when they start going into, and what I've seen, they've started saying, I want more and I would like to be better and I would like to have a different way of life. This is typically 111s. And those are what start showing up, depending on the walk and where you're at, which would be the next video. Angel number 222, as people call it. We're going to go on into that. And it's like, this is the balance number. This is the harmony, the cooperation. It also is your guides or your angels saying you're on the right path. Your actions that you're doing right now are aligning with your purpose, truth, and your meaning. So angel number 333. This is often seen as a sign of divine protection. It's an ascended master number for me. It's guidance. It encourages us to embrace the creativity, our self-expression, and being authentic within who we are and how we show up in the world to others. And that you're supported by the universe as well in that. It's a truth number to me. Angel 444. This one has eluded me in some ways. It's the stability, foundation, and protection. So this sequence right here specifically, your angels are surrounding you with love and guidance. It's a message to trust the decisions you've made. And that is something it's hard to do when you are working through ascension or open and understanding and expanding your consciousness. So 555, this is a number that signifies change. It's a growth. It's a major shifts are happening. A lot of people that start seeing this number have typically are making across the country moves. But it's also remembrance to stay open with these changes and embrace them as opportunities. 666. I know there's a lot of people that have miscommunications with this, but despite its reputation, 666 is an angel number associated with balance and nurturing, relationships, family, and home life. It's a reminder to maintain a harmonious balance within yourself. I look at things as a pyramid. because 3 is super important, and that harmonistic balance of a triangle there's meaning to it. Angel number 777 is often seen as divine guidance, the intuition and the wisdom. It's a higher understanding. It suggests that you are on the right path and you're receiving support from higher realms. It's sort of kind of the arrival number to me in that sense. When I started seeing 77 and 777 or 7,777, I was like, okay, I hear you. I got you. Angel 888 is representation of achievement, prosperity, abundance. It's the materialistic approach that success is on its way. It's a message to maintain a positive attitude towards wealth and abundance. It's shifting your perspective. Angel number 999, symbolizing completion and spiritual growth. This is the arrival number, as in singular digit. Like, I work with numbers 1 through 9, and it indicates the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. And often associated numerologically, for me, there's always a 1 if there's a 9, or however the codes are coming through with Arcturian Collective. It encourages you to release what no longer serves you and embrace new opportunities. So we're going to go and break down my personal numbers that has come off this site, as well as this explanation of all these numbers. You can find them there under angel numbers on this free website. And like I said, I believe in bringing things that are for the collective that they can find for free. You can purchase things if you want, but I'm not in a place to do that. So there you go. So my personal angel numbers, and I call them angel numbers because it's off my birthday of my name. So my life path, and I'm just going to share this with you, is a number 6. It's the healers of society. This number of responsibility and awareness, and those born with this life path number tend to be incredible nurturers. And I'm always wanting everybody to be their best and most expressive self. My personality number says that I give off ambitious and dynamic energy. It seems that it says that I appear determined, strong-willed, in control, and capable of achieving whatever I set my mind to. Expression number 9 indicates you tend to be drawn to causes and endeavors with a purpose to make the world a better place. Idealistic, a humanitarian, and a visionary. I do believe that we can work to make the world that we dream of peace, love, and harmony actually happen. My heart's desire, my ambition and determination, coupled with a creative mind and the ability to visualize a bigger picture, all combine to help succeed where others may have failed. And my karmic debt, just winging it. There's 0 karmic debt, and they really didn't have a whole lot on this website to explain what karmic debt 0 means, except for I'm just winging it. This is self-expression that I found funny on another site. So if we take those numbers and we put them into a sequence, real quick, I'm just going to add a banner. It's a 4-digit number, just off of those, because 0 doesn't seem to carry any weight within what we're working on with the Arcturian Collective. 6198. And I do have, and there's actually 2 9s in there, an altitude sun number that I just kind of left off. So it would actually be 61998 would be my personal number. So we'll just hide that and adjust it real quick. And it's okay, because I didn't want to reiterate it. So 61998 is what that would be numerically. What do I do with this number? Well, this is where the fun begins, because in the truth of all truths, part of all of Gnostic understanding, which is Gnostic means knowledge. So, in the knowledge of understanding how to implement these numbers, I would simply read these numbers 3 times when I'm going and entering into meditation to ask guides, ascended masters, all those here for my highest good, could you please align me to the most authentic expression of what my numerological sequence is? So that would look like just simply reading them 3 times: 61998, 61998, 61998. I ask for what I need to align to be this representation of this time and place to come forward. That is simply it. That is what we are doing. It is a way for people to go into meditation and have a goal or a purpose. It is helping our overactive, oversensory minds be quieted. So you could repeat these within a trance state. You could keep bringing them up, but it's giving focus and meaning. So as the Octurians channel and come through, because it was really hard for me in the beginning to meditate, that because I was classified ADHD or hyperactive or wherever, I just had a very scattered brain, that when I finally started getting these little moments and getting these like things that came in, they really communicated with me through numbers and sequences. And the more I work with the numbers and the sequences that they have brought through, it allows me to keep in meditation longer, and then my brain kind of quiets down, and then things show up, and then I see things, I feel and transverse things from whatever is needing to be shown. It allows things to come up and self-heal. It also allows things to clear. And these are my ways of personally doing it for meditation and aligning it and quieting the brain that's perfectly coded for me, that is coded within me. These are my personal codes. There's no template out there that anybody duplicates that, except for you are focusing on your specific codes. Now, the codes that are coming through with Coded Within Us are universal codes to help along the process. But this was brought in a way to share and show people that they could align their individual codes and be the highest expression and authentic expression of your numerological template. So 61998 is mine. So I hope that you go to this website to find it for yourself, and I'll put it up real quick again so you have it. It's seventhlifepath.com. I'll put it in the description as well. Again, like I said, it's a life path calculator. It kind of goes into life path numbers. It explains things on a deeper level, but I'm just prepping people at this moment and getting them ready for more to come from the Arcturian Collective and Coded Within Us. Much love and light to each and every single one of you. Thanks for stopping by, and we will see you soon. And if you haven't already, remember to like and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. Bye, guys.